Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. On the move, it's Ray. Makes it past the marker. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Inside the Big House, they have those big condominiums down there on the field paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms. But the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Making side adjustments here. Trying play action. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Wolverines are on the move. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
That's caught. It's Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wolverines! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air. It's Chadwick. Finds his man. It's Barnes. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And frankly, that's a completion. It's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll try the run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Ray. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's going downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these 3rd downs present themselves.
A low line drive and not his best work. He'll take it on the return. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Scanning the field, it's Chadwick. Fires to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. They'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Ray. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. And the Caves in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. It gets an explosive play for this offense.
Backed up now, here's second and long. On the run, it's Lyle. Can't get him to the ground. You've got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lyle. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch, it's Barnes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Looking to the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Jones. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Marsh. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After the lack of production in the first half. Plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time to reinvent the wheel. I think you stay true to who you are and what your identity is. And you've got to show confidence in your guys to go out and just execute better here in the second half. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Marsh. Hard-hitting tackle. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
From the gun, the ground game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. He was intended to target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to pass. It's Chadwick. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He caught it. Touchdown, Miami. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
And you got to love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. He does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. North Texas has the lead right now. The good folks in Denton have been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by a field goal over Rice. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Well, not a great run there, but I think coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
He leaves it with his back. Running into the open space. There he goes. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Chadwick. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They boot it away on 4th down. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays.
He lost one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Going to try to get it himself. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, 4th down. Number 21 in punt formation to kick it away.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The gift to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. They're going to ride this running back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the 4th. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it, the game now tied because of his foot.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be... And it's intercepted! Oh, what a big play in a tie game!
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
These offenses are so hard to stop when you run the option because they play the quarterback well. They get it to the running back. The defense looks pretty good, but third and short, they get the yardage they need, and they move the sticks.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the fourth quarter. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the fourth. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Mississippi State has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 35 over UTEP. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
The short hands, it's Barnes. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk, and on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your second and third read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defensive front had that one smelled out from the beginning, and the fullback went fully backward.
Nowhere to go. That's a quick-hitting play, too. You get the ball to the fullback. You're trying to get him downhill to hit somebody fast. Nowhere to go.
Trying to punch it in. Goes to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
How about the defense coming up in the clutch? I need a stop. They can go down the field and tie this game up. I'm in a tough situation. How do I respond? Forcing the turnover. Offense. Go do your thing. Get me a first down. Finish this ball game.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. Reece, productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Takes the handoff. It's Washington. Picks up the first down, still moving. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish the march with that explosive run. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Chadwick. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Lofton. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. All business today for this ball club. They come out, and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.